What's up, guys? It's Russo, and I'm gonna try to get through this video quick because I'm running a little bit late. Just wanted to at least get some NFL picks out for you guys. I'm gonna head to church, and then I'll jump back on and put some NBA picks out for today's slate. Probably skip the first game at 3 p.m. Eastern, and just go for the later window games. There's only one early game. It's the Spurs game, so I thought I'd get this out for you real quick. Honestly, kind of approaching this one pretty simple. We've got crazy weather that we're expected to have for both of these games, and even without the weather being in consideration, these are the guys that I would be sort of aiming for anyway. So let's talk about it. I'm going to skip the recap. We went 4 of 6 in the last video for NFL. I just got to kind of get through these sort of quick. So I'll show you what I'm liking for today. I'm going to be going Kyren Williams, fantasy score, going quite a bit of fantasy score again. Kyren Williams, I like him over 15 fantasy score, running back for the Rams. And then a running back for the Eagles, Saquon Barkley, I'm taking his, over 19.5. Derrick Henry, running back for Baltimore Ravens. Give me 17 fantasy score. I'll take that for more. And then running back for the Buffalo Bills. All the starting running backs is what I'm taking today. James Cook over 12 fantasy score. And then I'm going with Jalen Hurts rushing yards over 38.5. And then Lamar Jackson. I locked this in at 56.5. It actually bumped down to 53.5. So I tried to just reset my my slip, cancel, and then just had it already locked in, but it wouldn't let me cancel, so I'm riding it at 56.5. You guys might be able to get it at 53.5, but I like it either way. Like Lamar's been absolutely crushing with the rushing yards, and the main reason I'm going with quarterbacks and running backs today is because we're due to have some pretty crazy weather. So the game in Buffalo, which is the night game at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, we're getting quite a bit of snow. So we've got it's currently 21 degrees and it is snowing, and there's a winter storm, a lake effect snow warning right now. And if we take a look at the hourly, so the game's at 6:30. Yeah, there's like a heavy chance of snow all the way up until this afternoon, and then it sort of tapers off a little bit, but then it's supposed to start snowing again. I mean, nothing too crazy, but like 18% chance around 7 o'clock. So shortly after the game starts, there's a good chance it could start snowing again. It's projected to be around 20 degrees during that time, and then around 8 o'clock. Maybe when this game is wrapping up, there's a 24% chance of snow. So we're probably looking at the odds of snow just increasing throughout this game. And we remember what happened in that Snow Bowl game with the Bills just absolutely knowing how to play in those types of situations with a lot of snow. And then you've also got you've got the Ravens, who have 2 really mobile guys who are hard to stop anyways, in Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking here. Sorry, I got to get it together. I haven't had any coffee yet this morning. Okay, I got Kyren Williams pulled up here first. This one's going to be, this breakdown's going to be pretty simple, guys. So Kyren Williams, so he's going to be in the, so I just talked about Buffalo. Let me talk about Philly real quick. Similar situation. So there's a winter storm warning in Philly. It's currently 37 degrees, and this is actually supposed to pick up. This is supposed to pick up as we get closer to game time. So the game is at 3:30. There's an 86% chance of snow, and then at 4 o'clock, there's a 98% chance, and then at 5 o'clock, 100% chance. And this is outdoors. So this is going to be even worse than the later game for Buffalo. So I'm going running backs. I think it's going to be tough to play in. and we'll see. Hopefully they can figure something out, but I'm just going running back. So Kyron Williams, who has already cleared this line 4 out of his last 5 games, and then the one game against San Francisco where he went for 13.2, I'll take it. I don't even know if it's worth going through the matchups and everything. Like this is good. It's going to be hard to do anything but run the ball in this game, is what I'm guessing. But let's take a look at the matchup. So 7th in rushing yards allowed, 10th in receiving yards allowed to running backs. Yeah, it's Philly. They're typically tough, but I just think it's going to be tough for defenders to stop these guys, because it's hard for defenders to like plant their feet and really be able to, get some leverage to be able to tackle guys, or, it seems so much easier for guys to juke defenders when they're, in situations like this, because the defenders just are sliding all around, but that's what we're aiming for. So I wasn't expecting, I thought we'd have like a few other guys, but I'm just going all running backs, and I'm going all rushing upside plays, except for Josh Allen. Be wary of Josh Allen in situations like this. He's absolutely capable, and you would think that he would go nuts in situations like this. But when he played against San Francisco, he was surprisingly they were executing a decent amount of passes. So I like James Cook. I don't know who's going to end up being the lucky wide receiver to catch the ball and then get all the yards after the catch. But Josh Allen only ran for like 19 yards in that Snow Bowl game. So I kind of he could go nuts with running the ball today, but I'm going to steer clear. That's why I didn't throw him in this lineup. But so yeah, Kyron Williams, I'm feeling good about the fantasy score. Saquon Barkley. Yeah. Absolutely take this in a snowy game. I mean, last time he played them, he went nuts. On November 24th, he went for 46.2, and that was without the snow. So that was playing indoors in LA. So I think that Saquon is going to go absolutely nuts today. 19.5, I'll take that all day. I'm surprised that they're not sort of preparing for this when we've got like an 80% chance of snow and you have Saquon Barkley. So, wait a minute. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's keep it moving. I just wanted to get this out quick. All right, Derrick Henry. Guess what I'm going to talk about? That there's supposed to be snow. Shocker. He already has a soft matchup, though. 17th in rushing yards allowed, 32nd in receiving yards allowed. If we look at the last time that they actually played Buffalo, he went for 209 yards. So you couldn't tackle him then. Good luck tackling him now. So I think that this could actually end up being a pretty high-scoring game. But it's just going to be like who can like withstand the weather the best. And I think both of these teams are built to do it. So we know Buffalo is super comfortable with it, but so is Baltimore. And they've got two. This is basically going to be Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry versus Buffalo. And I put my money on Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, honestly. So we'll see, but yeah, there's not a whole lot to talk about for this slate, guys. James Cook, same reasons. If we take a look at this Snow Bowl game against San Francisco, he went for 19 fantasy score in that. We're getting him at 12, and I don't think it's going to be maybe it will be. It may be as crazy, if not crazier, than that Snow Bowl game against San Francisco. But either way, I think that this is playoffs. He's going to get his steady role, and I would imagine they do know how to play. If it does get pretty snowy, they do know how to play and move the ball through the air too. They're actually surprisingly good at it, but he'll still be involved. And honestly, he could have went for way more than this in that game. They just got up, by so much. This game back here against San Francisco, they got up so early and were controlling the game that they didn't really use him much in the fourth quarter, but he was just going nuts. But yeah, tough matchup on paper. against Baltimore, first in rushing yards allowed, 30th in receiving yards allowed. But I just don't care how good you are. If it's going to be snowy and slippery, there's only so much you can do to stop a running back. So go with your gut. If you don't like this play, just fade it. But I'm just being absolutely safe with the picks that I'm putting out for this slate. So let's keep it rolling. Lamar Jackson, he's been clearing this line anyways. That's why I wasn't upset that I got it at 56.5. He's cleared 56.5 in 4 out of his last 5 games. And now we've potentially just got like a ton of snow, or at the very least really cold weather in which it snowed earlier, and maybe the ground is still sort of slippery. It's just crazy that we have snow warnings, snow storms for 2 different games that both have to be played outside today. So, keep it simple. Give me Lamar's rushing yards. He just went for 81, 63, 87. In the snow, I'll take even more. Could be wrong, so go with your gut. You always got to go with your gut. And then Jalen Hurts. He's cleared this 7 out of his last 10 games, 19th in rushing yards allowed to quarterbacks. Pretty simple. And again, this weather, I'm going to be playing the narrative of the weather, because we're talking about a 90% chance in the Philly game, 90% chance, and then an hour into the game, 98% chance, 34 degrees. They're expecting a lot of snow. So, that's pretty much it. I didn't go over daily grind because I'm running late and I have to get to church, so I apologize for that, guys. I would usually give you all of the odds and whatnot, but I'm just playing it safe here. Kyron Williams, Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, James Cook, all of the starting running backs, I think they're going to eclipse their fantasy score. I just want the fantasy score. They're probably going to go crazy with some rushing yards and stuff, but if it gets to a point where these are the only guys who can actually get in the end zone and put points on the board, that's why I just want the whole fantasy score. And then Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson of rushing quarterbacks are the 2 that I would want to put my money on, because Josh Allen can get it done in this weather without having to run the ball that much. So I think that these other 2 guys won't even mess around like that. They'll maybe throw the ball a little bit to, maybe tight end here and there, but for the most part, these guys are running the ball every week anyways. So decided to go with Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go get some coffee. I'm going to head to church, and then right after church, I'll hop on and put out some NBA picks. But appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you appreciate the content. I appreciate the support. You guys are just helping me grow my channel, and that means a lot to me. So have a great day, guys, and I'll see you in a little bit for some NBA picks.